All right, here to debate Lisa Booth, a Fox News contributor and senior fellow at the Independent Women's Voice, and Julie Alvin, a liberal analyst. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Abby.
All right, Lisa, look, you've got two sides here. You have the president blaming Democrats, saying these policies go back to the Democrats when they were in control. We're just enforcing these laws. And then, you got Democrats who say Republicans don't have a heart. They don't have a soul. They want these children to be separated. You listen to the media. They're saying these kids are held in concentration camps. Where does this end? Is there any way that you see in the near future a solution?
Well, look, I think immigration has always been a nuanced and complicated issue. That's why the DACA issue has not gotten solved under different administrations, and even in Congresses where Democrats had the majority. So, I mean, it is very nuanced. It is very complicated. But I do think there's a deceptiveness and an intentional deceptiveness in handling President Trump's immigration policies. There's a Daily Beast article, and Daily Beast certainly is no right-wing publication, talking about how you can thank Obama for President Trump's detention policies when it comes to children. I mean, look no further than the photo that we saw that went viral by journalists, by President Obama's speechwriter, showing undocumented children in holding cells. Dianne Feinstein was actually asked about this by Jake Tapper on State of the Union, and she said she basically ignored President Obama's immigration policies, but now she's all of a sudden paying attention to this. So I think there was an intentional ignorance when it comes to Democrats under President Obama, and I think President Trump's being handled in an entirely different way, and it's unfair.
Julie, here's the thing. You've got a Republican who is currently president. You've got Republicans in control right now of the House and the Senate. Democrats have made it clear they want change when it comes to immigration. They want to make something happen. But in order to do that, you've got to work with the other side. You've got to negotiate. You've got to be able to have a give and a take. And that is what the president just tweeted. He said, I want the Democrats to come talk to me. Are they willing to do that in good faith, you think?
I think that they are. I think this is an issue, especially in the past few weeks, as it's become clear that thousands of children have been separated from their parents at the border, often without the ability to say goodbye, the ability to reach each other without knowing where the other are. There's been children taken from their parents while they're breastfeeding. Like, this is a horrific situation that's happening at the border now. And I do think that Democrats are really motivated right now to negotiate on this issue. I think there are a couple things in the bills that are coming out next week that might potentially please Democrats. But I must say, when we talk about the deception when it comes to the rhetoric around immigration policy, to say that it is a Democratic policy that is separating children from their parents at the border is a lie. That is not true. I would urge the people watching to please look this up themselves and make that judgment. It is specifically the way that the Trump administration since April officially announced on May 7th, have decided to handle these immigration crossings that is separating parents from their children. This did not happen to this degree under the Obama administration, and to say that this is Democratic is
Lisa,
false.
It's the blame game, right, that is getting us nowhere. We all saw that exchange the other day in the press briefing with Sarah Sanders, and you had that Playboy reporter, I think he also is an analyst at CNN, basically berating her, saying, you're a mother, you've got kids, do you not have a heart, do you not care about these children?
It's a
really
good question.
Unfair moment that as I was watching it, I thought, why are we all blaming each other, Lisa? Where does that get us?
Well, it's a fair question, but to invoke her children's name is wrong. And it was also done in a manner in which he was clearly just seeking media attention. And look, this issue is more nuanced than the way that it's being discussed. You look at the Flores settlement, which is a court case. Basically, the Trump administration has three options. They can either separate the families. They can either, if a law needs to be passed to keep the families together, or they can let them go. And we know that the New York Times has even stated that the family aspect is being abused, and they're intentionally coming over as a family unit because they believe that they will be released into the United States earlier as a result. We also know that it's been reported that is being taken advantage of, that these children are being entrusted with smugglers, either as favor or for profit. So it's not as clean cut as people would like to make it out to be. And in regard to legislation next week, it's not just, Republicans are going to be split on, which bill to pass. I think there's two bills that are going to be considered, but it's also Democrats. Henry Cuellar of Texas has said that he doesn't want to vote for anything that has border funding in it. So look, it's not just Republicans, it's Democrats that are split on the issue, which again goes back to my original point of the nuance and how complex and complicated this issue is to solve.
All right, Lisa. Julie, quickly, last word.
I hope that we solve this problem. I think that nobody wants to see these families separated at the border. I think that, the sooner we can get to the negotiating table and make real change when it comes to this, it's crucial. But I don't think it's fair to blame the Democrats for what's happening.
All right. Well, the president has asked Democrats to come speak to him. We will see where all this goes because we know that some real change does need to be made. Julie, Lisa, great to have you on this morning.